Most people think they sound better than they actually do. And that gap between how you think you come across and how people actually really experience you is costing you more professionally than you realize. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 10 speaking habits that make people sound unprofessional, unprepared, and less credible at work. Hi, I'm Bishal Sarkar, India's highest paid public speaking coach. I've spent the last 16 and a half years training leaders and executives and professionals at companies like Microsoft, IBM, Google, Apple, Cisco. Listen, the workplace rarely punishes people only for bad ideas. More often, it punishes people for poor communication delivery. A weak speaking habit can make a strong idea sound weak. A strong speaking habit can make the same idea land with authority. And that is why these habits matter so much. 10th habit is using too many filler words and non-words like like, These make you sound scattered and shy and awkward and less competent than you actually are. The fix is very simple. Replace the filler with a pause. A pause makes you sound more in control. Silence is cleaner than clutter. The 9th habit is starting sentences strong and then losing energy at the end. That creates vocal fry, makes your message sound weak, like a soda. You just open and in the beginning people are like excited and then they go down. That's not how you want to be. Give your last word the same breath and energy you gave your first word. Start strong, but also finish strong. That is how you hold attention from the beginning till the end. The 8th habit is apologizing before you speak. Have you ever done that? Sorry, I wanted to add something. I might be wrong, but this apology prefix is a problem because they damage your influence before your ideas even arrive. Remove the apology. Remove the self-doubt. If the idea is worth saying, say it directly. The 7th habit is speeding up when anxiety hits. Have you ever done that, by the way? When people get nervous, they rush because they want the moment to end. But speeding up makes the message sound messy, just like a beautiful piano piece played too fast becomes a noise. The fix is to do opposite of what your body wants. Slow down. Slow pace calms your mind, calms your audience, and gives your words the room to land that it requires. By the way, if you want some practical communication strategies that help you sound stronger in meetings, presentations, and interviews, and everyday workplace conversation, subscribe to the channel right now. Because this channel is built for leaders who want to have words that carry more authority at work. The 6th habit is becoming self-conscious instead of audience-conscious. Before a presentation, a pitch, or even a wedding speech, people often spiral into thoughts like, what if I mess up? What if I forget? What if they judge me? And let me just fix my shirt. Let me fix my watch. Let me fix my hairstyle. And that self-focus makes the delivery worse. The shift is powerful. Stop making it about you and make it about the people that you're here to serve. The moment you become audience conscious, you have less mental space left for self-consciousness. The 5th habit is verbalizing your raw thinking process instead of structuring it. Like imagine for a second, like if you go to somebody's house and they didn't even cook the food properly, they give it all raw, will you like it? No. At work, this shows up when somebody asks you a question and you start thinking out loud in a messy way. Well, I thought this and then I thought that, but. The listener hears loose parts instead of a clear answer. Now, if you want to think out loud, frame it first. But ideally, structure your thinking before you speak. Otherwise, your mental chaos will actually piss everybody off. Okay? The 4th habit is answering a simple question with a long backstory nobody asked for. This usually happens many times. I've seen this many times. Somebody's going to ask a question like, hey, tell me a little bit about your background, or where were you born? And instead of telling where they are born, they go into an entire story about their, history and about they had some childhood disease and they were born here and blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to know more than they asked for. So answer the question, give a little bit of context, and then make it all about them. Okay? So the 3rd habit is interrupting people before they finish talking. Have you ever done that? Somebody's talking and then you start finishing their sentence. Then you think, Bishal, I was trying to help them. No, you are not trying to help them. You're trying to finish their talks and conversations. A lot of people do this because they are uncomfortable with silence, or they think, I'm trying to be helpful. But to the other person, that might seem like impatience. The fix is simple. Wait until they finish and then hold a 3-second pause. and then talk. But if they do not want to continue, then you say, hey, tell me more about that. That's an interesting point. Tell me more. That one shift can make you a far better listener and a far better communicator. The second habit is making every conversation about yourself. This is exhausting for a lot of people, even if they tell you that, oh yeah, that's helpful. The cure is simple and unforgettable. For every story you tell about yourself, ask 3 questions about the other person. I've seen this mistake many times. People do that. They just make it all about themselves and me and my story and my last company and my vision. Make it about them. And 3 for 1, that's the thing. So you tell something about yourself and you ask them 3 questions. Make them open up more. And now the number 1 habit is sounding the same in every situation and calling that authenticity. Have you seen that? Some people say, oh, I don't speak, I don't use body language, I don't use vocal variety, I just like to be myself. But you yourself are boring then. Most people get trapped in one voice, one style, one energy, and they think, oh, I am actually being authentic. No, you're being boring. Your voice is an instrument and has many keys. Real authenticity is not using all the keys that are there with you. Your body language key, your vocal variety key, your facial expression key, your humor key. Different situations require different expressions of you. That is not fake. That is called training. That's called range. So let's quickly review. Number 10, drop the filler words. Number 9, stop trailing off. Number 8, do not apologize for your ideas. Number 7, slow down when nervous. Number 6, make it all about the audience. Number 5, do not speak raw thoughts without structure. Number 4, answer the question, not the backstory. Number 3, stop interruption. Number 2, kill the main character syndrome. And number 1, stop sounding the same your whole life. So listen, I told you what to do. I told you the 10 mistakes and now I told you exactly what to do. And if you really want to master this at a deeper level, I want to invite you to my Speak Like a CEO Masterclass. Okay, this is the program that's going to change your life. It's a practical, high-impact training where I show you exactly how to remove weak speaking habits, structure your thoughts clearly, and strengthen your executive presence and communicate like a true leader. If that's what you want to learn, if you have been craving for a practical program, the wait stops here. The buck stops here. The link is in the description below. Join us and let's transform the way you speak forever. This is Bishal Sarkar reminding you that public speaking is not about perfection, it's all about connection.